Okay, hi, my name is Linda Steele, and I'm doing this assignment uh, as though I have just taken on a new job as the role of principal of Mulberry Elementary School in Muscatine, Iowa. And we will pretend for a moment that it is the first staff meeting of a brand new school year. All right, so um, welcome back to school. I'm your new principal, Linda Steele, and let me start by giving you a little bit of background information about myself. First of all, I'm a graduate of both the University of Iowa, go Hawks, and Iowa State, go Cyclones. I've done a little grad work at Morningside College, and I'm finishing up my administrative licensure through Dordt College. I've also have some teaching background to share with you. I've taught in a lot of different roles from computer science, middle school computer science, way back in the day when the internet was relatively new. Um, I was homeschool assistance program teacher and co-coordinator. I've taught at the middle school both science and language arts. I dabbled in the Gifted and Talented program for several years here in the Muscatine district, kindergarten through 8th grade. And for the past several years, I've been a 5th grade math and science teacher at Mulberry. Not once in all those different roles or hats that I've worn have I really viewed my job as a job. It's always been an opportunity. And I'm hoping that that's the attitude that you all have, that you come to school with an attitude that we really do have a privilege to work with kids every day. Um, so I'm hoping that to also make a few points along the way in this presentation that one of the points I'd like to share with you is, make a point to smile. Studies have actually shown that teachers who smile more have less classroom management problems. So let's start our day with smiles. Um, I believe that we have a great building with great teachers. And I believe that even if you don't feel like you're a great teacher, that you can attain that status of great teachers. Because we all know what a great teacher looks like. They demonstrate the value of learning. It's a lifelong pursuit. It's not just 180 days a year. So ask yourself, what are you going to be doing this year to keep that curiosity alive in your students? How will you engage them? Great teachers model character, traits like patience and kindness. Great teachers model competency. So know your stuff. Continue to learn. Build on your expertise and become even more of an expert than you already are. Share your enthusiasm for your subject matter, not only with your students, but with the rest of us. And be as excellent as you can be. Right? Great teachers speak up to their students, not down. And what I mean by that is I'm a daughter of an immigrant. And way back in the 70s, when I was just a child growing up, I was an EL student and I didn't even know it because there wasn't programming for kids like me. My vocabulary was very limited, but I had teachers who weren't afraid of exposing me to higher levels of language, and they made a point to speak up to me and to expose me to the English language. And so that's what I would expect of you as well. Um, so speak up to your students. Great teachers, of course, are proactive. They anticipate potential problems and they prevent them by planning and preparing. This is especially true in classroom management and behavior. So be proactive. Communicate frequently with parents. You can do that easily with a newsletter or a jot home in the agenda, um, a phone call home, a card home. Prevent problems by building trust through communication. Now, my vision for learning, every child has the right to come to school and learn something new every day. The highest achieving kiddos deserve to learn um, every single day. They deserve to learn something new every day, not be a teacher's assistant. And the lowest achieving child deserves to have concepts taught to them in multiple ways and given extra time to digest and ways to show what they've learned. And all those kids in between, they deserve the chance to come every day to a place that they feel safe, cared for, and treated respectfully. So let's be as excellent as we can be. We will be a successful building because of the people in it. Success comes from people, not from programs. Okay, none of us have arrived. We all have room to grow. Many of us are master teachers. A lot of us have exceptional instructional practices and have spot-on classroom management techniques, but we can still be better. So let's be as excellent as we can be. Raise the bar. Keep those expectations high. Okay, kids have a natural curiosity that needs to be quenched. They want to learn. They can all learn. They can all learn at high levels. Thomas Edison said, if we did all the things we're capable of, we would astound ourselves. So let's be as excellent as we can be. A little bit more about sort of how I'm going to lead here. I'm hard charging. I lead a fast pace. I demand high quality, and I keep my word. All right, I enjoy juggling a lot of different tasks all at one time. So it's never going to be inconvenient for you to bring me a problem. Really, I keep my word on that. I'm not afraid to take risks. I'm always looking for a better way. I feel like status quo is unacceptable. So let's share our ideas that could improve our school and our students' learning. Let's be as excellent as we can be. And I believe that there's two types of people. There's those that let life happen to them, and then there's those who make life happen. And I'm one who refuses to leave my destiny up to chance. I refuse to let life happen here at Mulberry. So together, let's make life happen here. Let's be as excellent as we can be. I will always be asking you, very frequently anyway, to think about what's ahead. Okay, what are your plans next week? What are your plans the week after? What are your plans? What are your goals for your class, for yourself? 3 months from now, a year from now, 5 years from now. How can I help you in achieving those goals? And I will do what I can to help you get there. All right, we are in the business of learning. I tend to gather as much information as possible and increase my knowledge in areas so the decisions I make are well thought out and competent. And it depends on the situation, but if you need an important decision made, I might tell you, I need a little more time before getting back to you, just so I can give you a well-researched answer. I don't know everything. I will do my best to learn, though, and I expect you to learn as well. So together, if we can help each other, I'll help you by giving you some feedback. If you can help me by giving me your feedback, I think that'll be great. So, all right, so what? So hopefully by now you have sort of caught on to sort of my vision, right? Be as excellent as you can be. That's sort of my motto, and that's my motto for the students, and it's my motto for you guys and for me. Let's try to be as excellent as we can be. I'm not your former principal, okay? I'm your new principal, so it will look different. I'm human. I make mistakes, and I will probably be making some mistakes right away. But I own my mistakes, and I will admit them, and I'll apologize for them. But please, let's not dwell on my mistakes or any of your mistakes or your colleagues' mistakes. Let's use our mistakes as learning points, and we can move forward together. I believe in the power of we. We are in this together. The success of our school depends on us. There shouldn't be any silos here. There should be no islands, no solo teachers. Same with the students. Every student is your student. We are in this together, so let's be as excellent as we can be. Now, when you send a child to me for a discipline issue, you've basically said you're done. You've pulled all the tricks out of your bag, and now it's the principal's turn. So you've handed that problem over to me. I need you to back me up whatever I do, even if you don't agree with how I handle that situation, because we're on the same team, and there's nothing worse than a child getting two different messages, one from a teacher and one from a principal. On the other hand, celebrate. Feel free to send children to me to share their accomplishments as well. But I will also be in and out of your classroom on a regular basis. So I hope to see lots of accomplishments on regular basis. I hope to see your students thoroughly engaged in your classroom. I hope to see that you're doing what's best for the students in your room. Also, communicate. My door is open and my email is always on. So share your concerns with me. I won't know what your needs are if you're only telling your teacher friends around you or your spouse. So make sure you communicate with me. Um, and that can go also with um, if you've got something going on in your life that needs attended to right away, if you have an emergency that you need to leave for, or doctor's appointments and those kind of things. I'm a parent myself. I've been a teacher. I will remember. I will try to always remember what it was like to be in the classroom, and give you that kind of flexibility as well. Okay, so we can make things happen um, together here. So make sure, I guess, let's do what's right. Let's respect everyone. Let's perform with excellence around here. Because the single greatest factor still in a child's achievement is the teacher in the classroom. So I'll do my part to support you so you can have the greatest, most positive impact on each of your students. I'm your greatest ally here. I'm your strongest advocate to the parents, to teachers, and to the higher ups beyond me. So let's be as excellent as we can be, and let's make this year our best one yet. Thanks. If you have any questions or concerns or anything, I feel free. I'll stick around and you can ask me questions. Again, my door is always open.